The big day has come and everybody's really quiet and contemplating what is coming for us today. But then it's time to load up in the vans and drive down to Annecy where we will see the bikes again. So it is about 4:30 here and we're unloading all the bikes from the van. We're really happy they've been taken care of. It is slightly coldish, it's about 14 degrees. But then again, luckily there are no clouds, as you can see. Look, there's a star over there. And so we know it's going to pick up. We're switching on the music, we're getting pumped up, and it's going to be a good day.
Dat moment waarop je altijd weer denkt, waar ben ik aan begonnen? Maar het wordt echt leuk.
And we're still together in the start block, getting ready. But then it is time. There it is, the starting arch. And of course, the starting line. You always have to watch out when you're starting this kind of thing, because there's always people who try to squeeze in and want to be the fastest. Luckily, everything works out, and there's still 3 of us nicely together. And so we are ready to set off for a great tour on this beautiful Sunday. And soon we're going down the lake, 3 abreast, and the sun is coming up, and look at that reflection on the lake. It is so absolutely beautiful around here. We're really enjoying this and enjoying the views that we're having. And then after the Col de Bluffy, which really is a hill bluffing to be a mountain, but I have to say, honestly, it was a lot steeper than I had expected. Anyway, that meant that we were on the Col de la Croix, and we're easing ourselves into the climb. As you can see, lots of people together. It's a busy day. But how beautiful is this? When you come around a bend like this and slowly the sun turns into your face, and you know, to the point where it really is right in there, and then you feel the warmth and you see the views and you see nature, and you really feel like, oh man, I'm gonna do this. Well, I was going to need that feeling because it was still 10 kilometers up the top, as you can see at the sign over there. And it was hard work. And this is video, which is great. We can jump 9 kilometers. This is the last kilometer of this climb. This is a first category climb, which means that it is very hard. Or at least, it's very hard for me. And I'm fighting to get up here. It was going well though. And I was really happy with what I was achieving. Something else they did everywhere, and you can see one of them right here to the right. They had all kinds of signs with stuff that would encourage you or annoy you depending on what you'd like. And here is that top. Look at that. We're coming to the houses, and there is the bump for the measuring for the line. And I've made it. I'm up the top.
Rens, waar zijn we?
Op de top van de Col de la Croix. Zeg je het goed, Arne?
Geen idee. Tim er nog bij. Hallo. Marcus komt net voorbij. Rob zit er eentje voor ons. Het is echt... ik ben verbaasd. Ik ben verbaasd dat het lukt. Eerste call gehad, eerste categorie. Door naar de rest, voorlopig afdalen. En dan naar het plateau. We gaan het zien. Het is zonnig, het is mooi. Uitzichten geweldig. Door.
And then it's time for the downhill. I'm going down together with Tim, and I am loving this. I just love doing the downhills. Before we went down here, I did decide not to take too many risks, not to run it on the edge, but to just take the space and give space to others and just enjoy myself more than anything else. But I'm not a fast climber, so if I want to make up any time, it's got to be on the downhill. And I just love the downhills. But what comes down in an etape like this has to go up, and this is the Plateau de Glières, and I was really nervous about this one. As you can see, look at how it turns up there to the left, how steep this is. This is incredible. This is an average 11.2 slope, and so it's worse in a lot of other places, and I knew that this was going to be the tough one. If you look at the profile, this is a really hard climb, and for me, from flat country, this is incredible. It's like riding up a wall. So I knew it was going to be tough, but you know, look at that view. Look at where the riders are going, and that's where you got to go.
Op het plateau de Glières Zeker zo zwaar als ik gedacht heb. Al 3 keer gestopt in nu bijna 5 kilometer. Het bordje nog 1 kilometer staat daar. Gaan we naartoe. Dan gaan we naar de top. Als ik die gehaald heb, man, dan, nou ja, dan zou de rest moeten lukken. We zijn 4 uur onderweg. Ongeveer op de helft. Dus gaat fantastisch eigenlijk. Maar zo zwaar. Zo zwaar.
But there it was, the top of the Plateau de Glières. It was amazing. It was so incredibly tough. And if you think of it, beforehand you're saying, oh, this is only a 7-kilometer climb. But remember, I'm only doing about 6 kilometers an hour. So you're on this climb for over an hour, which makes this really, really tough and relentless. After the top, a beautiful little gravel road of about 2 kilometers, doing a bit of up and down. But mainly what you're doing here is looking at the view. There's cows, it is flat, it's grassland, it's beautiful. And then there's a sneaky little treacherous climb at the end towards the feed zone.
Eten en drinken op Plateau de Glières. Maar ik heb hem gewoon. Halverwege. We gaan het zien. De rest nog. Nog een hoop te doen. Frits staat er al een foto's te maken. Het is echt het is zo gaaf. Zo mooi hier. Zo mooi. Zo zwaar. Frits.
Goed jongen.
Daar komt iedereen door. En we gaan die kant op. Naar beneden. Maar wel weer de berg in.
We're back together again with 4 teammates, and it's fun, and we're going downhill, and then we end up on the flat piece around Bonneville. As you can see, there's people passing me. I tried to catch up with the little peloton, a little group to ride in, but they were all too fast. So I decided to keep it easy, ride by myself, and just have some fun and look at the views.
Binnen zone om te eten. Op 135 kilometer. Dus we mogen nog een stukje, maar het grootste deel gehad. Nog wel 2 bergen te gaan. Wel lekker. Hier ook fruit en tukjes en frisdrank en dat soort dingen. Even wat anders. Ik ga nog even wat halen.
And this is what you get at the feed zone, from cakes to fruits to anything you want, and it's great.
Op de Col de Rom. Mensen rijden hier tussen de 6 en de 8, 9 km per uur. Klim is 9 kilometer. 9% omhoog. Ik zit hier met mijn fiets. Het is zo zwaar. Ik moet echt even op adem komen voordat ik weer verder kan. Wat drinken. Even rust.
And at the Col de Rome, there's a lot of people that get off their bikes and start to walk. And I'm struggling on the outside of the turn here, being on the outside just to give myself the least elevation possible. And it's hard. It is so hard. And then I spot him on the right. There's Tim. And from this moment onwards, Tim and I are going to leapfrog each other. We'll stop together. We'll encourage each other. We'll be mad at the mountain together because everything's so hard. But that's what you're a team for as well. We get there together. And then up on the mountain, we meet this lovely couple, and they give us fresh mountain water. The team that did reconnaissance was there the day before. They gave us shirt, and so they have the spare with the Alps shirt out. We just had to take a picture. Then we got some melon. They encouraged us, and we were ready to go downhill. And then we're at this French feed zone, and what do you see there? As it turns down the camera, looks at Dutch stroopwafels. That was so funny to see that.
Achter me begint de Colombière. De laatste berg. De laatste berg. De Col de Rome was zo afzien. En hier gaan we straks tegenop, gemiddeld 6,8. Het is nog wel een eindje. Maar als we daar boven zijn, alleen nog maar naar beneden naar de finish. En daar zie ik naar uit. We hebben hier even, het is nu weer een feed zone achter me. Even getankt. Water. En allerlei gebakjes en dingetjes. En stroopwafels zoals je net zag. En ga ik zo met Tim en Rens weer door. Tijd voor het volgende stukje. En als we dat gehad hebben, einde de etappe. Ik sta aan de kant. Even. Ik ben echt helemaal klaar. Ik ben er echt helemaal klaar mee. Maar daar gaat het omhoog. Daar komen we vandaan. En dat is het uitzicht. Het is ongelooflijk. Maar welke gek heeft gedacht dat hij dat kan doen met 3 maanden training. Die heeft zijn verstand niet. Echt niet.
And there is the sign for the last kilometer of the Col de la Colombière. And look at how many people are off their bikes. It is so hard. If you didn't get it at the plateau, you got it at Col de Rome, and now this. It doesn't sound that steep, but it's a long climb, and it comes after very hard climbs. My personal advantage is that I know where we're going. If you look at the V in between the mountains, sometimes you can see the rooftop of a little house there, and that's where we're going. Because I was there. We took pictures there on Saturday, and there is the house we're going up. This is the last part, and I'm pushing. This is the point where you really have to push everything you've got, and it's hard. But you know what is coming. You see the air over the road, and that's when you know this is the top. There's the arch there, but a little before the arch, if you look very good on the road, you can see this little line saying finish, and there it is. This is the actual top of the col, and from here on out, it's downhill. People are getting together at the feed zone right after the arch, but honestly, I don't care. I just have one thing in mind: down the hill. I need to get to that finish line. I'm speeding up, and I'm going. And here we go down. This is a part of that descent. Again, you know, I'm taking it easier, but still, we're doing over 70 kilometers an hour here, and I'm slowly overtaking others, and I'm looking forward to doing this. As I crossed the finish line at the Col de Colombière, I had tears in my eyes. All the tensions, all the worries, all the nervousness just fell off me, and now it is just downhill. And look at that view. Look at the mountains. It is absolutely beautiful. And then we turn into town, and this is the second to last turn. We're hopping across these little cobbles, and then it is into the last turn, onto the last straight, and here comes the sign for the last 200 meters. And at that point, I don't care. I speed up. I give it everything that is still in those silly legs of mine after those 3 months of training and after all these hills, and I'm going to make it. And here is that yellow carpet. Whoever thought of that? It was genius. It was brilliant. Yes, I got overtaken. No, I didn't mind. This is the end. I am in. I've done it. I've done it. And the cool stuff is everybody is asked to move on. An official comes to me and says, hey, that GoPro of yours, has that been recording? Can we please maybe use the footage and then give you credits for it? And I thought that was really, really cool. Obviously, we had our own guys at the finish. You have Fritz there again, the photographer. And I'm just so happy to have made it.
Hij is binnen. Ik heb hem gewoon gehaald. Het is echt ongelooflijk. Zo zwaar. Maar het is hier zo ontzettend mooi. En ik sta hier bij de finish. En er komen nog heel veel mensen achter mij aan binnen. Ja, helemaal fantastisch. Helemaal fantastisch. Wij komen in een restaurant met z'n allen. Of tenminste, wat er nu nog is. En zo naar de lodge, naar huis. En dan een beetje rust.
And there's lots of motorcycles in all bike races, and then you find creative solutions like this. Just stick that map on your tank and go. That's all you need, right? And then when we get home, there's 2 chefs waiting for us with barbecues. How awesome is that? And at the end of the night, we all get our own yellow jerseys. And I am so proud of that. And then the next day, there is one more interview against this beautiful backdrop of mountains, meadows, green, rock, everything. Leaning on a bicycle with my legs hurting, talking about what we've done. And it just makes me happy. And it's time to pack up and go home. This was my L'Étape du Tour, and I've enjoyed it. If you like the videos, subscribe here to my YouTube channel. Give me a thumbs up, share it. And if you got any suggestions for new goals to reach, put them in the comments. And who knows, we might see each other on the road, on bikes. See you later.